it finally happened, right? After so long, after almost a month of searching, the Houston Astros found their skipper, Dusty Baker, 1 year deal with a 1 year option at the end. What are your initial thoughts on this?
Well, it's a good call. He's a proven veteran head coach. He's battlefield tested. He has 1,800 plus wins as a coach. He also has 1,800 hits as a ball player. The only other person to ever have that type of numbers is Joe Torre. He has won 7 divisional series championships. He has gone 1 time to the World Series, 2002. He lost. So he's missing one thing, which he mentioned. He's missing that championship, and he said he landed to a great place. He knows how good the Houston Astros are. He's played against them many years. I think he's happy. He's refreshed. He's off for 2 years, and he's back at it again, and he knows this is the last chance, like he mentioned.
And like one thing that we want to let you guys know is that the Astros didn't hire a scrub. They didn't hire a project. They hired a manager with almost 1,800 wins. He might get to 2,000 this season. Plus, 3-time NL Manager of the Year. He's been in the World Series as a coach, played in it as a player. This guy, like you said, he is battle tested. He is hungry. His press conference said, "I just need one more thing, and that is a World Series title."
And he has a great opportunity to do that with these boys.
And, you know, a lot of the people, a lot of the media out there, you know, on Twitter, they're saying that the Astros are done. There is no way the Astros are going to be relevant. But can you tell me how many players we lost besides Garrett Cole?
Well, first of all, about being relevant. Well, see, Vegas has them as the number 2 team ranked to win it all. Number 1 team is the Dodgers. Number 2 is the Astros. Oh, yeah, let's not forget the Yanks. They're number 3, and they can thank us for Cole, right? But what do I see? I see a team that has the tools, the core players to win it all. They need this manager. This is the best manager they can get for this time period in their organization for what they went through. I believe also that he will fight for his players. He will defend his players. If the media starts acting crazy or they go to other stadiums and they start heckling them, he will be able to defend them as a father figure. It's just, I feel like this guy was probably the best one out of all the 7, 8 coaches that were interviewed. Was he the most perfect fit? No, I think there was another coach from Nemark. We'll leave it at that. His name is B. But this is who we have, and this is who Crane is going with. And I feel like this is a good opportunity for us to get straightened out in regards to how the MLB and the fans look at the Houston Astros as an organization.
The most thing that people are worried about is that the Astros were a highly analytic team. Dusty Baker's 70 years old. He is used to that old school baseball. Can the analytical part and the old school coexist together with Dusty Baker at the helm?
Well, I've heard 2 perspectives. The first one is you can't teach old dog new tricks.
Absolutely.
So he is definitely in the 70s. But however, in this conference, I was a little surprised when he mentioned that, because I'm sure that was one of his things that he had to make sure that we understood as fans, in regards to also letting the players know that, hey, you know, I am old school, but I can go ahead and use the analytics to my advantage. And maybe it wasn't called that before, but he says he's used it before. It was just not named analytics. So at least he's open, and that's what you want. You want someone that's going to come in here and be open to the information he's going to receive on each single pitch, each single player, each single moment of the game, and let him use it and let his gut and experience, because he definitely has the experience to use that information, and hopefully that just takes him over that hump that he hasn't been able to win it all. And he knows what he's playing, what he's received. He's received the second opportunity. He mentioned that he's landed in a great place, and he knows who the Houston Astros are. Everybody knows who the Houston Astros are. And I'm just excited that we got somebody that will be there to defend our boys.
And I like that it's a 1-year deal with the second year option, because he's going to go all out. this season. He's going to do whatever he can, whether it's trades or picking up somebody on the market. He is going to, I think he's really going to change his ways because, like you said, he said it himself, this is my last chance. I think that Dusty Baker is going to prove a lot of people wrong and bring another World Series title to these Houston Astros, to this city. Can you imagine, with all these allegations, with all this, the Astros are cheaters, nobody likes us, we're the bad guys of baseball. Can you imagine what bringing a championship after this would bring to Houston Astros?
It would bring respectability. It would bring, let everyone know, you know what? We are a good team. We don't need to be using videos. We don't need all that stuff. Just talent alone, they're a top 2 team. I mean, I would like to say top team just because they're my team, but realistically, when you're playing against the Los Angeles Dodgers, which is the most expensive team in Major League for the last 3 years, battling 1 and 2nd, 3rd place between the Yanks and the Red Sox, the Houston Astros are ranked number 10 in regards to salary. So you're having this team that's ranked number 10 battling against 1, 2, and 3, and maybe MLB didn't want the Astros to have a golden era. Because if you think about it, and we're going a little bit off course
conspiracy.
Well, you have the top 3 teams spend all this kind of money, merchandise, marketing, and then you have the 10th ranked team in Major League Baseball in regards to revenue, to spending, and these guys are whipping on 1, 2, and 3. Now, is that a good thing for MLB?
Absolutely not.
No, they want money. So, because if you look at it, they only got on the Astros. They only put a fine on the Astros of $5 million. They only picked on the Astros and took away picks. But what about the Red Sox when they got caught? What about the Yankees when they got caught? In 2018, the playoffs, Judge was looking at the pitcher with the coach, and he turned around, looked at the camera, he noticed that the camera was looking at it, so he kind of put his shoulder to block the pitcher.
And they swept it under the rug.
Come on. That's using videos to gain an advantage. So I like to say that Major League Baseball has this preference in regards to who has to win it all. Because at the end, whoever's producing the most money in sales and marketing and revenue is beneficial to Major League Baseball, not to teams that's ranked number 10 in revenue and sales and merchandise. So, the only way they're going to fix this, I believe, is they go and win it all again. Steal it again.
Steal it back. Well, guys, that was our take on Dusty Baker with the little conspiracy at the end. As always, guys, go Astros. You guys have a blessed day. We're all set. Let's push play. Okay. Last one. I love that I upload them every day. Give me food.
Talking about big feet.
Oh.
Get what out? Just leave it in there. We'll leave it for bloopers. So this boy's always breaking his feet. He goes in his toes, he breaks his feet. He jumps, he breaks his toes.